Good morning, everyone. Random here, and today we're going to talk about some of the twits over on Twitter. Oh boy, this is kind of a bit of a hot subject for me because I am kind of an argumentative bitch sometimes, and I'm perfectly okay with that. One of my biggest issues on Twitter is seeing a lot of this same sort of language that, all the main channels, all the big channels like Geeks and Gamers go out and talk about, where we hear this word all the time. We hear the same mentality where the people who are kind of against anybody who has anything bad to say about Star Wars use these little terms like man babies and all the same kind of corporate bullshit buzzword. So I was tagged into a discussion with our good friend, everybody knows him, Demon Scythe Synthwave. He's one of the amazing guys that we know through the community here. And I was tagged in simply because I think he tagged in pretty much every YouTuber, and I'm super honored to be in that club. So shout out to you, Demon Scythe Synthwave. You're an awesome guy. You're a good friend to the community. But this guy, this Mr. Gay Tatooine 2018 person, just YouTube is all shrieking little boys trapped in men's bodies spewing anything into the void simply for clicks. Just like Twitter. And ad revenue and income. You know what? Most YouTubers who have small channels aren't monetized. I happen to still be monetized. I don't get paid every month, though. And that's all you guys need to know. I do not make enough money in ad revenue to get paid every month. You can take that as what you will. So it's not even like this is an income for most YouTubers. But when they do this, YouTube is the poison toilets of society. How is Twitter any worse? Twitter, you have instant communication, dealing with people instantly with no filter. You can say whatever you want. The first horrible thing that comes out of your mouth. I've certainly been guilty of that, and I think everybody has. But yeah, I just thought that this was ridiculous because, I'm like, yeah, seriously, I'm a little boy trapped in a man's body? Holy crap. I always took this vagina and pair of boobs for granted. Heck, I should be famous for being a man baby born with them. And this stupid crap, so of course he responds to that. He responded to that. Where's the thread? I don't know where the thread was. I think he said the thread where he didn't want to know about it. Oh, this is another one that I did. I totally forgot about this one. Yeah, this is kind of my point, though. The people who do go around calling people man babies, they do that when they don't have any actual criticism of their own. They get kind of hypnotized by the media to go around spreading the same buzzword. It's exactly like the article on Reddit where you would see every news article about Star Wars saying, oh, it's a horrible, terrible thing. It lost all this money, and that's a good thing. And the tagline was always, and that's a good thing, because that tagline sticks in people's heads, just like man baby sticks in people's heads. People are very easily manipulated by marketing and by this whole sort of us versus them mentality. So when they hear people like Ryan Johnson using terms like man babies, then that trickles through the fandom and just poisons the whole entire thing. And then that's when I know I'm not dealing with somebody who knows anything. I'm dealing with somebody who's just reciting back their corporate buzzword bullshit. Oh, Lord. Of course, he's like, no, nobody wants to know about your bits. Put them away. Yeah, they're not. They're not on display. They're usually not on display except for a thumbnail, which is absolutely 100% okay because it's good clickbait, obviously. Anybody who says they don't want people to watch their videos aren't on, they shouldn't be on YouTube if you don't want people to watch. But yes, he did assume my gender, so clearly he wanted to know. If you're going to go around calling people man babies, you have to assume that that's going to come with a connotation of grown men, basically. You're assuming genders and stuff, so that sort of mentality shouldn't be something a social justice warrior wants to go around saying. I hate using the term social justice warrior, but if pot kettle, right? so then, of course, he says, you're a comic book fan with a retro bent, and you're making lame attempts to call anyone a consumer. I don't have a retro bent. I am retro. I was born in 1979, for anybody who actually cares. I am retro. I don't need to have a retro thing from the 80s. I lived the 80s, okay? I still have stuff from the 80s. And, of course, here's where a lot of people will unsubscribe to me. When you guys assume that, like, when you do something like this, when you assume you make an ass of you and me, right? I'm really I'm not a comic book fan. So I don't know where he's getting this comic book fan from. I have nothing comic book related on my Twitter. It's just another little thing that they can use to attack people. I noticed I never said anything personally other than you're easily manipulated through what the corporate masterminds are saying. That's pretty much my only negative attack. I didn't attack his username because, who do I care who he sleeps with, right? I don't care. I've been with women. I've been with men. Who do I care who you're sleeping with? I'm not going to attack your username, buddy. But this is the kind of stupid mentality that I deal with on a daily basis, where we see people just spewing out corporate buzzwords because they don't have an argument of their own. And it is so obnoxious. I don't understand how people haven't caught on to this, that they are just being hypnotized through the mass media anytime you hear that mentality. And that's a big thing. The next time you guys do go on Twitter, or you guys do even when we use terms like soylo, I try not to use soylo, I try not to use soy boy, I try not to use those type of terms, because I kind of feel the same way about those terminology as I do something like a man baby, where you're just going through spewing back the same thing that you've kind of been programmed to say. And as much as I love watching somebody like Ethan Van Sciver, I have no basis of like anything other than, hey, this is like a funny guy who has a funny channel, who uses iPads instead of a screen capture, and he plays songs at the end. I don't know him from anybody else. I mean, apparently he's a famous comic book artist. I've never read his books, but he seems really awesome. So yeah, that's just. It's just this mindless mentality over on Twitter and in the media nowadays. And if you guys do want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at Random Monkey. Do you guys want to see more of these, like, just tweet battles? I've got 23 notifications again. There's probably more to this argument. This might be a 2-part video, but dear God, I gotta get my day started. I just wanted to go off on mindless consumerism. Just this mindless mentality of spewing back anything Lucasfilm tells you. When you hear Rian Johnson and Kathleen Kennedy say man babies, and Kathleen Kennedy didn't say it, but Rian Johnson sure as shit did, and Chuck Wendig going off on people, and whatever the other guy, Pablo Hidalgo, all these people who go off on us about having genuine criticisms of the film. Like, you can't have a genuine criticism of the film when they are brainwashing their side, basically, for lack of a better term. They're brainwashing the fanboys, the hardcore fans of Star Wars to kind of go against the people who are like, hey, actually that movie wasn't very good. Oh, you're a man baby, you love comic books, you who are you talking about? Like, what where do you even get this stuff? I don't understand where people get this. What do you guys think? Do you guys want more videos like this? I really didn't plan to make this first thing in the morning. I was rolling out of bed. That's why I'm not on camera, by the way, because I'm not camera ready today. But do you guys want more videos like this? I probably will. I can probably do these. Like, these are really easy to roll out of bed and record when I'm kind of hot and heated about some annoying thing.
My excellent friend.
Yay, we got new subscribers. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I left on the notifications like a dummy. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna leave the flub in. I'm gonna leave that in. So yeah, if you guys do subscribe to my channel, you get awesome stuff like pop-ups. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video or stream, whichever. I might go live today. Who knows? Bye!